Alrighty. We're back. We did it. We turned it on. Let's see. What are we doing today? What are we doing today? I think I'm going to start out with some skills. Do need to make some health kits though. What are those under? I don't remember. Okay, Mark II. Benign. Pet fibers. I'm gonna start picking those up again. I think I'm gonna try and find the 6th trial. Finish that up. Steel. I need more iron as well. I should probably run around and do that. As for water, why do I have no water? Like no water? What happened? How do I possibly have no water? Didn't take water. This thing's still running. I'm super confused. I do not understand why. I had like 35,000 milliliters of water. Like, did someone get access to my water? Somehow? I'm on the wrong. Dude, I am legitimately confused. I still have all that. Well, son of a everything. Someone had to have gotten in my base somehow and took my water. Like, I don't even... Change site. Well, I'm kind of really upset about that because that was a lot of water that just disappeared. It was, dude, I almost don't even know what to do right now. Well, okay. I'm gonna leave. Just wanna think about it. Yep, won't even think about it. I'm absolutely perplexed on that one. Anyway, you're gonna come over here, survey this area. You in there. Oh, okay. Can't be in the helicopter while it's doing that. Good to know. Cute. Find Devil's Eye Cat. Checking the post. Which one is this one? It's this one. Swordmaster Basics. Let's do that one. Since we're over here. Probably that right there, so Link. Alright. Scout slaver camp. Ow.
Found you.
Come on, bleed him out. Let's go ahead and heal up. Probably could have got a little closer, but it's alright. How much water do I have? Almost none. Okay. Put you on, I'm done with that. So, 7. That's nothing. Sucks. Level up, baby. Don't need none of the copper there. Need that. Nice. Where's this canyon? Right there. Can I suck up this water? Cannot. No. Sounds good. Take all that. Always like fuel cells. Alrighty, let's. Oh wait, how do I? Oh no. Oh, that sucks. I need in here. Oh my god. I go back to my base and get a freaking knife. Why not possible? That is crazy. Alrighty, let's cruise on back. Gotta make a knife. Slowing down just a smidge too much. Man, I can't believe my luck on that one. That's terrible. Also, I have a new neighbor, I noticed. Alright, well, on the plus side, I can at least get this started. I just don't understand. This is gonna bug me so much. How did that not? Just unfortunate. Let's see. Artisan Dink. That's probably fine. Steel, aluminum, mouse dirt. I don't have the diodine dust. So therefore, artisan it is. Craft. Need more plasteel microphora fiber. Alright, that's quite literally the only reason I came here. As well. Unload my stuff there. Alright. Round 2. Guy just flopping out from space. Everybody looking down when they should be looking up. I gotta remember it's a little bit ways in there. Meow. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
There's someone here.
I got you.
They definitely responded really quick. And we'll take all of that, especially the aetheryte. Alrighty. Looking for in here. Dead guys. Alright, completed that. Nice. That's a bomb. Well, I'll take that over the explosion. Okay, assume that's where I need to go. Or it's just another out. Listen to the sugar wire recording at the destroyed altar. Okay. Not this one.
The Sardaukar destruction extends even to these small shrines. I cannot decipher their purpose, but the altar seems to have contained a quantity of spice. And the murals. Such beauty to be destroyed by the cut of a lasgun or blade. All I could decipher from here is another step on the journey of the Zensuni wanderers. Thurgrod. Perhaps there's some link between the Zensuni and the Fremen.
Okay. Locate the seventh trial. Get. Jeez, everything's booby trapped over here. Yep, rip me. Let's go ahead and get out of here. And figure out where the seventh trial is, which I assume is over in that Shelob area. Because I haven't been there yet. or it's over here. I don't have any more. I need more surveys. I gotta go back to base. I'm gonna have to make new wings here before I know it. Yeah, I'm getting there. Alrighty. I don't think I need you anymore for right now. Do need you for probes. We'll craft. Oh. Actually, you know what? I don't think I do, because I googled it because I was curious on that red maw. And I was in the right spot. I just... This one here. Alright, off we go. I still need the probes anyway, so... Not a big deal. One of my dogs just got dumped in here. Guess he was annoying my wife. It's kind of funny. Kind of funny. I'm pretty sure this is in the cavern down there. Somewhere. is. Okay. Up or down, up or down. Right there. Not sure what you were shooting at. Salvaged metal bits. Discovered the whipping chasm. 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 Okay, for some reason, I'm not seeing their weapons. Planar suspensor belt. Thank you for your donation to the Red Cross.
Huh?
Interloper. Everybody with the interloper stuff. I feel like I'm playing No Man's Sky. Oh. Seems like the right way. Seems like a way down. Okay. Walk mode. Alright, my friend, sniff that huff. Sniff that spice. I always like that ultra close up on the helmet. Ready. See what this brings me.
Why were we created? Ibn Qirtaiba. The weight of a kindly god is a fearful thing. Do you understand, Wali?
No.
god gave us the Hulasikali Wana, the wind that eats flesh, and the words of the Kitab al-Ibar carry shelter always against the coming of Kralizik. Bila Kaifa.
Be the Kitefall. Got me a still tent. That doesn't seem good.
We were exiled from Nilotic al-Urobra for our unwillingness to fight.
Where do I go? What do I do? Do I equip it or something? Not that. Oh, I guess I gotta climb. Dope. Still tent.
For our willingness to forgive. For our willingness to forget. And the judges said, mine enemies are like green blades eaten down, that did stand in the path of the tempest. Hast thou not seen what our Lord did?
Oh my god, no, that's not
The
at all.
weight of a kindly God is a fearful thing. Why did God create us? We are the action and knowledge of God, and He has prepared the way. Ibn Kirtaiba, the typhoon's struggle comes. Why were we created?
To survive Kralizek, the war at the end of the universe.
To survive Kralizek, the war at the end of the universe. Yahya Shuhada. Remember Nilotic al-Urobra. Bila Kaifa.
Okay. Yay, glitching. So much glitching. Stormproof. Footsteps of the Fremen. Find the cave. Really don't know why it's glitching that bad down here. Might have to restart the game.
I see someone.
No, no you don't. Pain, lost and found, deep extraction, take out the legs. Missing pieces. Is that where I'm supposed to go? Up here? Real bad screen tearing going on. So many of you. Nothing there. Is this the cave, though? Might not be. Mesa Mesa Terril. Java. Mesa Terril. Where's Mesa Terril? So that place at the border of Mesa Terril and in the west and Java. Ifree Algarb. At the border. So somewhere over there, I would think. Yeah.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Well, that sucks. Hmm?
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching. Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Well, I don't know if this is damaging the crap out of my ship, but I'll be right back. Okay, so moment of truth. How bad is my helicopter? Not too bad. That really sucked. Sound is glitched. There we go. Alright, go. Let's see what we have in here.
Someone's here.
Dang. Ooh, I need these same trout leathers for sure. It's nice to see those. Okay, so do I have water? Oh goodness. 7. Yep. Top up water. Love it. So the thing is there a cave over here? Anywhere? I mean, that's what the text said. On the border of these two territories, there's a cave. Find the cave. Wonder why he thinks that. Because you don't have one, maybe? I mean, surely there's got to be a waypoint marker, right? Like, journey you. Last trial altar had a map. This map points different details. It depicts a place at the border of Misa Teril in the west and Jabal Efri Al Gharb. Misa Teril. I mean, maybe it's along the edge. Oh. Some weirdness going on there, but I wonder if this is it. Or is it just the way into the eastern shield wall? Oh no. Siege to lab. Weird glitch. Discovered the siege. This is cool. Carvings in the door depict a series of planets. A solido projection of a handprint flickers in front of the door. Place your hand on the projection. A whir of machinery begins from the walls around the door.
We are the people of Misr. We have known flight and death. The young go on that our people shall not die. Where did our flight begin?
Oh. Nilotic Al Oruba.
We grew soft, Wally. So God brought us the weight of kindliness to prepare for the typhoon. Name the planet where we lost our way.
Oh god, Salusa Secundus.
You have failed the proving.
Great. Yep. Yep.
We are the people of.
Yep.
We grew soft, Wally. So God brought
Poor
on our
Richard.
wanderings. We came to a planet devoid of gods, where war was constant and violence was religion. Have you learned its name, Wally?
God, Bella Tegus?
You have failed.
Nope. God. You,
We
you,
are the people of.
you,
We grew soft, Wally. On
you.
our wanderings, we came to a planet devoid of gods. We remember the slave cribs where we were held, weeded out, persecuted. Do you remember too, Wally?
Armanthep.
You have failed the proving, young Wally.
God.
Return to your seat.
Yeah. Okay.
We are the people.
You,
We grew
you,
on our wanderings. We came to a planet.
you.
We remember the slave cribs.
Rosnick.
You have failed.
Nope. Shoot.
We are the people.
I skipped
we
so
grew
much
soft
time.
On our wanderings, we came to a planet devoid of God. We remember this. The thread of the past was carried by word until we found the poison drug. One of the cursed planets was a blessing for our Sayadina.
Third God.
You have
Oh God. Sucks.
We are the people.
You,
We grew on our
you,
wanderings. You
you.
have failed. We are the people. We
Two,
grew soft on
two,
our wanderings.
one,
We remember this. The thread
three.
of the past was carried by word until we found the poison. You have failed. We are the people. We grew soft
Two,
on our
two,
wander. We
one,
remember the
three.
thread of the past was carried by word until we found the poison. You have failed. We are the people. We grew
Two,
soft on our
two,
wandering.
one,
We remember this. The thread
three,
of the past. So
one.
many planets across so many centuries. Our people broke apart, split, reformed. Some planets we barely remember at all.
Third God.
A long journey, young Wally. But we are almost home. Just one last place of suffering, where our children were taken and made slaves.
Armanthep.
The time of Mihna has ended. Young Wali, pass within and seek your Ummah.
I am humbled. Ooh, my eyes were blue. Creepy blue.
The path of the Zensuni Exodus is rare and hidden knowledge.
The
You are
Fremen.
no masquerade cultist. Who are you? What do you seek here?
I'm interested in Fremen technology. Primitive, yes, but extraordinarily robust.
The Fremen are long gone. Their siege is abandoned. Only their ghosts remain to haunt these halls.
Tech endures where flesh does not. I'm searching for the Fremen. Their technology may have clues.
That security door is encoded for Fremen biometrics. How did you bypass it?
It just opened. I don't know how.
Perhaps we can help each other.
Why? What do you want out of this
I'm a
place?
scholar of Fremen's social, cultural, and philosophical constructs, both past and present. They fascinate me. And I've studied the layout of this place. It's a death trap. Between the Masquerade trying to blow their way in and the structural damage left by the Sardaukar, the whole thing could come crashing down.
Moment demands cooperation. I have your back.
And I have yours. The name's Aerie.
Who do you work for, Aerie?
I serve no one. Let's say I'm something of a freebooting academic.
Mm-hmm.
And like you, my interests lie in discovering the true extent of the Fremen eradication. Or more to the point, discovering if that eradication even occurred.
If they're not dead, where are they?
South, maybe. Arrakis is a big place. And while we like to think we're at the center of all things, in relative terms, the sphere of Imperial influence is rather small. They could be anywhere beyond the deep desert or the Tanzeruft, as it's known to the Ikhwan Bedouin.
Do you dispute the Imperial account?
Not entirely. I'm sure the Sardaukar massacred them by the thousands. This siege bears evidence of that. But you're right. I don't believe the Imperial account. And I'm hoping the truth, or part of it, awaits us inside. If we survive.
Goodbye. If we survive.
It serves the Emperor to depict the Fremen as barbarous and savage, but look at their craft. I see the work of a socially and materially advanced people. A people with the innate practicality and good sense to worship a local and very available god. That's also, conveniently, an apex megapredator.
She keeps clipping into me and it's a bit annoying. Stuff. My stuff.
This would have been the central water repository for the entire Siege community. The Fremen value water above any commodity. Feel the dampness in the air? The smell of wet stone? It reminds me of a special place, far away from here. To the Fremen, water is holy. Water is life. Consider the stillsuit, a design that's both a testament to Fremen ingenuity and a metaphor for their almost religious determination to never waste a drop. Did you encounter the Masquerade on your way here? They're some kind of cult. Worm worshippers based out of an abandoned power station far to the west. It's odd to see them this far east. But if they've found this place, they'll be coming.
Yep, I did indeed encounter them trying to build my helicopter.
Down here, water discipline would finally be relaxed. Visitors could shed their dusty still suits and find refreshment. Looks like there's no other way forward. I hope you brought your cutter ray.
Just so happens I did. Lady breathing into my ear there.
We'll probably find that a lot of corridors and subchambers are collapsed and impassable. Some would have been brought down by the Sardaukar to deny key areas and resources to any survivors. Others would have been brought down by the Fremen themselves, to crush the invading assault force or channel them to a kill zone. Don't touch the dead. It's standard Sardaukar doctrine to booby-trap the bodies of their fallen enemy.
Good to know.
I believe the Siege power plant would probably be through there, and the air filtration systems beyond that. Many of these doors also led to exterior passages where the water keepers would have maintained external dew collectors and wind traps. An extensive and lossless pipe system would deliver the gathered water to various catch basins and cisterns throughout the Siege. However, all water would eventually return to the main reservoir.
It's awesome. Did I miss something? Oh.
Barracks were through here, I believe, and likely an armory. It's probably for the best that this way is impassable.
Yeah, but where do I go now? Go up. Okay.
The Fremen were known to keep large nests of scorpions in order to harvest their venom for blades. That's a door I don't want to open.
Okay. I won't open that door either. It does not sound like a pleasant time. It does not. This looks like the way. Let's see what's over here.
this rock hasn't known in 10,000 years.
Our first goal on Arrakis is grassland provinces. We will start with these mutated poverty grasses. When we have moisture locked in grasslands, we'll move on to start upland forests, then a few open bodies of water, small at first, and situated along lines of prevailing winds with wind-trap moisture precipitators spaced in the lines to recapture what the wind steals. We must create a true sirocco, a moist wind, but we will never get away from the necessity for wind traps. This ecological transformation of Arrakis relies upon us controlling 3% of the energy surface. Only 3% to start a self-sustaining system. Learn this lesson well. Our transformation begins in the plantations of the south and proceeds in simple steps to begin. Bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
What? Palm trees.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass.
Dang it. I wish I wouldn't have done that.
Create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally,
Lesson 1, Lesson 2, Lesson 3.
You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
3. And 2. And fire. God. Rock, sand, sheltered tree. Oh no, let's try. Sandwich with a squiggly in it. Yep. Mouse. And wind. Complete the ecology lesson. Moon, mountain, planting grass. Rock, trees, sand, shelter. Cavern area, bind animal. Fire, cavern, dune. Downwind? What? Oh my goodness. So
To begin, bind the dunes using grass.
dunes,
Secondly,
grass.
create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Dunes. Which one is dunes? Cavern, animal, bind. Bind. Dune. Yep. Bind. Grass with the dunes. Right?
To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Okay. Bind the dunes to the grass.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on
That's
how well you
downwind,
have
right?
learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your
Downwind
lessons, and
face.
the door to the future will open.
Oh my
To
gosh.
begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your
Planting
lessons, and the door to begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Okay, so
Brilliant work.
oh. Okay. Well, that means this one's wrong.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter
You know
of
what?
the
Is
downwind
it like
face.
that's an
Finally,
equals?
introduce
So let's
burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons,
there it is.
and the
Dune
door to the future will
equals.
open.
Buy it. I mean, that is grass. Bind. I might be using the wrong one. Which one is it? The two squirrelies. And then this one is,
Very good.
yeah, find the dunes to grass. Alright, what was the last one?
Find the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested
Animals
on how well
aerate.
you learn to recognize the language of the ecological transformation.
What is aerate?
Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Sand tree. Aerate is the tree with the thing. That.
Congratulations. You share the knowledge of a Fremen pre-adolescent.
Yeah, it only took 4 hours.
Good work. This must be the way.
Not a very good sign.
That's the Masquerade. I was hoping it would take them longer to arrive in force. We'd better hurry up and be done with our business here.
Now, why would they find this so quickly? I had to go through a whole bunch of nonsense.
This must be the Cavern of Council, the cultural and political heart of any Siege community. It's here that Siege dwellers would gather to hear a traveling crier regale the community with news from beyond. And up there, upon that great terrace extending over the room, is the reason we're here today.
The reason I brought you here today is what that subtext said. That's questionable. Let's head up there. I doubt there's anything. Made a loot up there.
A death still, the place all Fremen end up at death, so they may return their water to the tribe. That script upon the platform reads, "The water of the tribe shall reveal the path," and I believe the path in question is related to the secret that's brought us both here. And while you are clearly no Fremen, you were able to pass their biometric locks without tampering or delay. Whatever lies beyond here, I believe your blood is the key.
Is there an inner ring? It's just the outer ring. Oh no, there we go. Outer.
Very good.
Huh? Move closer and face it. Not your palm, buddy. Oh. Pain for days. How is there that much? Man, how much blood did you throw in there?
Greetings, and Subakukua. If you are watching this, I am likely dead or captured. I came to Siege Talab in the same condition you'll find it now. Abandoned and despoiled. I must have triggered some kind of hidden alarm, because the Sardaukar were at my heels before long. So listen well. I was brought to this planet, like you and many others, with one overriding directive: find the Fremen. But when I finally came face to face with my quarry, I did not find the villains as described by the Communinet or the Emperor. Instead, I found a noble people being drawn into a conspiracy not of their making. A conspiracy extending from the very heart of the Imperium to the dark corridors of... I have to go. They don't know where I am right now, but I can't risk them finding what I leave for you. I wish there was more time. I have much to tell you, but your mere presence in this secret chamber indicates that the ones who sent us will not stop until they achieve their aims. I have hidden the details of my journey on a mimetic film locked within the safe on the wall. As with the security door and the death still, our blood is the key. And now, I lead the Sotakar as far from here as I may. Masalam.
Okay, safe on the wall. Which is where?
Tricky Fremen. I believe more than half the technology in this room violates the first 11 Butlerian prescriptions. Probably more. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of a human mind. And while the Fremen are ingenious, this technology far exceeds their reach.
Use blood to open the safe.
Who are you really?
What do you mean?
This film is encrypted with a kind of protection I've only encountered in the restricted section at the Nemesine Library on Artesia. I believe that encryption was of Ixian origin.
How do we decode it?
That's not good. We need an Ixian decoder to access whatever is on this, and I have access to the resources of a great house.
How do I know you just won't run off with that thing?
Don't be concerned. I'll reach out when I have more information. If we Atreides are known for anything, it's our stiff-necked honor. Besides, as a mystery, you rank right up there with this film. Parting with people is a sadness. A place is only a place.
Goodbye. Okay, find a way out of this secret chamber. I shall take this conveniently opened door.
The Masquerette. I'm going to try to draw them off. I'll make contact when I have the film decrypted.
Infidels! The lightning worm cannot be deceived! You will pay for your desecration in blood! After them! Do not let them escape!
Okay. Survive the assault. Oh, that... the guy shooting me over here? Yes. Is that it? Nope. That was fun. A lot of goodies. Please and thank you. Non-compatible container. That saves me a trip. Have to go pick a bunch of this stuff up. It's kind of nice. Appreciate you all dying for me. Alright. Shall go out the way they came in. Nothing more to examine there. Can I go out that way? No. Well, that's kind of lame. Alright, how do I get out? I assume not down. Is it the way I came in? Through here? Exit siege. Okay. Level up. Epilogue. Please tell me I picked that up. I did. Okay. Well, first thing, we need to go drop off some blood. Well, I mean, that was fun. They get some repair wire too and fix that up and take a look at my wings because they were looking pretty bad. Probably need to make some That's quicksand. just not be part of that.
Are you there? I've been trying to reach you for a while. I haven't managed to find an Ixie decoder for the mnemonic film anywhere. And that is unusual, given the resources I have access to. It's as if they've been deliberately removed from the face of Arrakis. I'll keep looking, but I wanted to let you know. Keep your eyes open. Maybe one of the towns has a black market trader who kept one in stock. I'll be in contact.
Okay. Now I need some fuel. So let's create through these. And I was gonna make the repair the still tent. Heated day and mild sandstorms. Yep. Alright, did I... Might not have researched the repair thing. Concentric vehicles. Welding torch Mark III, yeah. Thank you. Welding torch Mark III. I'll craft one of those. Grab my probes while I'm at it. I need some line. Welding wire. Craft one. Craft two. You. Thank you. Okay. Ares pistol. Nice. Well, that I'm gonna put in here. Oh. Well, that would have been nice to know. Put you in there. Doom scout boots. Wait a second. Did I not pick them up? How did I make so much lubricant? How did I make so much lubricant? Is that where all my water went? But why wouldn't it have been... You. Alright, what do I still have on me? Plant fiber and carbon ore and fuel. And etherite. Something I wanted to do was see what did it cost to refinery. Sandworm Deaths still. 200 power. Processing time 1 hour. Okay. Well. This guy. I need cobalt paste. Of course I do. When don't I need freaking cobalt paste? Nice, nice. I'll put it in there. Complex machinery. I'll also put in there. Steel and the silicone blocks, though. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So the fuel cells. Industrial grade lubricant. 7. I needed 65. Maybe will I end up having there goes all the water. Alright, journey. Let's see. Nice game. Blah blah blah. Where's black market tag? You know, if you're struggling to find an Ixian decryption device, suggestion I might be able to purchase one from a black market trader in Harkov Village. Harkov Village. Okay. Gather intelligence, missing text. Holy shit. The place is huge. Okay, so nope, not okay, so and you fuel. Okay. Hopefully that wasn't damaging the ship while it was doing that. Alright, overland map. It's the way in which players move between areas in Arrakis. Visually, it is a representation of the entire northern hemisphere of Arrakis. It is a multiplayer map where players can see other players moving around. Movement on the overland map costs fuel. Time on the overland map costs water. Okay. Orko Village. Track location. Am I supposed to pick those things up or something? Confirm. Okay. Nope. 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 Start chit-chatting. What up, Enzo?
You look a little lost, friend. You got somewhere you need to be. I can fly you there for a price.
Actually, I forgot. I have my thopter here in town. I don't need a ride.
All right, suit yourself.
Goodbye.
We don't trade with Atreides scum or their sympathizers.
Oh, this is gonna be swell.
Still sniffing scraps from the hand of the Atreides. Oh, I suspect they've let a secret or two slip. I suspect a little treachery would take you far.
It's a weird way of saying that, but okay. What is going on over here? I wonder if those are like Atreides people. I don't want to know what that is.
Welcome to my pit, stranger. You'll find no better slave peddler this side of the Kizovata flesh marts.
Okay. Why would I need a slave?
Why would I need a slave? Why do we want any tool? To make our lives easier, of course. Why clean up your own shit when you could have a slave do it? Sure, you have to feed them and house them, but the same can be said for any pet or livestock. But can a chicken build a fence? Huh? Can a pig wash your back? We have a slave for every task.
Okay. What is this place?
Do they not have slave pits where you are from?
Ix. The ownership of Mwala is not permitted on Ix, although there is a movement to change that after the Suboid revolt.
Yes, yes! You will soon see that slaves are much better. They are cheap and disposable, so if you kill one, don't worry. There is always more. And if you are lucky, they will breed, and you will have generations of slaves. Huh? Can you say the same for these Suboids?
No, all mature Suboids are sterile by design. Numbers are strictly controlled.
That doesn't sound fun at all. Slaves make life better. The more the merrier, I say. I am Dragomir Khalil. Welcome to my slave pit.
What kind of slaves do you have?
We have all types, but mostly general laborers and house slaves. We also have a selection of skilled slaves in various trades. Typically, these are ex-citizens who, either through death or crime, have had their place in the Order of the Fauferlushes reduced to the bottom. The pit, if you will. The metaphor is not lost on me.
Ooh, I've heard people speaking of pleasure thralls. Oh yeah.
Did you know? They are amongst my most popular stock, although in very short supply these days. Any top-shelf girl meat is especially hard to find, what with the Neo-Carthag construction project taking them all. They are very behind schedule, and Lord Raban is buying all the pleasure thralls to incentivize the workers. A waste if you ask me, but he does not. Construction crews work better with the stick than the carrot. Trust me, I'm a slave master. It's my business to know.
Slavers attacked me in the Haga Basin.
What were you doing in the Haga Basin? That place is a cesspool of scavengers and other misfits who do not fit into the social order. Usually they make poor mala and are beneath our notice. But with the Neo-Carthag project wasting so many slaves, we have found ourselves lowering our standards to meet the quotas.
Okay. See ya. Gotta check everything. What do we have in here?
see you. I see you. Just a moment. I mean no offense by my delay. My limbs do not respond as quickly as they once did.
Neither do my frames,
you will be wanting
apparently.
a dram of my water. Is that right?
Are you Fremen?
I trace my blood through theirs, yes. But we here have grown far from our brothers and sisters out in the far reaches of the desert. I myself have never even seen the inside of a siege.
Do you know where I can find them?
Oh, I know nothing of their world, but understand, a location is of no use to you. You will find nothing if they do not wish to be found. Fortunate for someone like you. Meeting them would be only the beginning of your troubles.
Why do you say that?
This is their world, their home. Outfriend bring nothing but misery. To the Fremen, you may serve only as water for the tribe.
What can you tell me about Harko?
Oh, I have lived here all my life. Even so, I don't think I can tell you very much. My father knew so much of this place, a story for every moment. He was a fine man.
Surely you must know something.
It's been Harko village since before I was born. But my father told me that not much before my time. It was called Gerona, before the Harkonnen came.
You were here before the Harkonnen.
Their name is lost to my memory, but many riches they had. My father spoke of them many times. I remember because he wished the Harkonnen never came. Father said life before the Harkonnen was hard, but not cruel. The Harkonnen changed everything. But it's all I've ever known.
Did your father say anything else?
Oh, so many, many things. Old stories of our people, songs he taught me. But there was one thing I still remember, because it always set my mind to dreaming. I'll say, but only if you never tell another. I will trust you.
What is it?
He said that Harko hides a great secret. I know every old place has secrets, but this was different. If you find it, you'll tell me, won't you?
Yeah, you betcha. Cup of water. You fill your hydration by 100 milliliters. Nice. Well, you are pleasant. And now you?
Yes, I see you. State your business. This is not the den of leisure and luxury it appears to be. I am busy. What do you want?
You weren't busy. Can you help me?
That remains to be seen. What I can do is provide access to certain resources, or the tools to mine them yourself. If you have already got all that, I can set you up with what you need to start refining those resources.
Okay, where can I find resources to
That
mine?
depends on what you are looking for, friend. Whether I tell you or not depends on how generous I'm feeling at that moment.
How about now?
Now? I think you'd better try again another time. I'm feeling unappreciated.
Alright. Here.
I will tell you this much. There is plenty of salvage in the area. It is more useful than the name implies, and a resource that is near to my heart. I am always interested in articles of that type. Come see me anytime, and I will give you a price above all others.
Yeah, that wasn't much help. Give my money back.
That wasn't much Solari.
Who's the lord of this village?
Grigori Harkonnen is the village lord. Has been for nearly 2 centuries. But since the destruction of Karthik, Glosuraban often appears. Much to Grigori's displeasure, it is said. One can easily imagine a fair number of reasons. Glosuraban is not a subtle man. His presence is to the displeasure of just about everyone he meets.
Is it safe to speak that way?
Whatever do you mean? I merely said it would be a pleasure to assist you. Now, let us get on with it before you're accidentally struck with a welding laser. This can be a dangerous area.
Okay, what do you have to trade? Sync charts. And all the normal stuff. Donkey. Okay. Your turn.
Hello. If you're planning to head out to collect spice, I have all that you need.
What can you tell me about spice?
Is it not the reason we are all here? Spice is life, but more importantly, spice is wealth. With spice, everything is possible, and it's right out there for the taking. If you can avoid everything that will kill you, which is everything.
Anywhere I should avoid?
Avoid? Everywhere is as good as any to get yourself murdered on Arrakis. But you might want to avoid anything promising something worse than death. No, friend, that is not all. But I don't have all day to go through the list, do I? I will tell you this. Don't listen to a word from Asmara Effendi or any of her smuggler comrades. At least the scavengers know they are scavengers. Smugglers are hardly any different. But that is not how they see it.
How so?
According to them, any trade not claimed by a house is theirs. Like they are the only legitimate thieves in this world. Little emperors they are. But never mind, that is a small matter. And you have greater things ahead.
Have you been doing this long?
Of course. Though I can see why you might think otherwise. I don't look like those other sand eaters, right? Too young, too clean. Yes, I will admit I'm spending less time on the dunes these days. To be honest, I've done well for myself, and prospecting's more of a sideline now.
What do I need to get started?
Eager to get out there, are we? I know very well how you feel. The riches you've dreamt of seem within reach, don't they? Well, you still have some distance to cover. When you first start out, you will be able to do little more than grab it with your hands, but you won't get much that way. It tends to slip through the fingers. It's best to get a static compactor. Well, down the road, when you're ready, we can talk about getting your hands on a crawler. That is all there is to it. Where there are worms, there is spice. Plenty right here. But the deep desert, out beyond the shield wall, is where the real fortunes lie. For the time being, I would leave that to the adults. You had best cut your teeth within reach of Harko. Just watch for those purple spice blows, and get in quick.
The purple spice blows, so that's the things that explode real crazy. Here to trade. Spiced beer, coffee, liquor, wine, and some food. Cool. Okay, your turn.
I'm going to stop you right there and say straight off that for any repair, construction, or renovation job, I'm booked solid through the next 8 months. So don't even ask. Best I can do is maybe let you have a few supplies, what little I can get my hands on, that is. War's great for repair work, but the supply chain's as gone as the Fremen.
Okay, let's trade. Furniture, advanced lights. Honestly, I'm gonna buy that. I don't care about that. Furniture, decorative items. Yeah, I do like the lights though. That's cool. Alright, does that go on my inventory or does it just become a thing? I guess it's just a thing. Okay.
Welcome to Hannavars. Follow 3 simple rules and you'll have a good time. Rule number 1. We maintain a segregated lounge. You must stay within your own designated cast area. The Na Familia will not abide a low-born interloper, and I don't want to hear the bitching. This rule is for your own protection. They sit around waiting for any excuse to invoke Canley and kill you where you stand. Rule number 2. All drinks cost what they cost. You pay up front, no haggling, and no discounts for any Harkonnens. Don't even ask. Rule number 3, stay out of the back room. It's off limits. I'm Anushka Hanavar. This is my place.
Tell me about Hannavars. I've never seen any place like it.
Because you've never been to my home world. Every millimeter of stonecrete, every glass portal, and every shape beam in here is meant to invoke a unique construction detail found only on the ice planet, Lankevale. In truth, we are shamelessly borrowing from the renowned design mentat Hansia Einwald, but I like to think he would be flattered if he wasn't dead.
What about the giant fish?
The nautical theme and ornamentation celebrates our homeworld's most famous export. The magnificent and priceless furs of the great Beyondak's Vale. The bones of which hang suspended above the beer hall as our dramatic centerpiece. This particular specimen was an especially infamous and fearsome beast known as Krasinok.
Did you catch it yourself?
Me? That's a good laugh. No, that would be my father, Ilyich. He was a whaleboat captain in his younger days. In fact, father was granted this place as a boon for catching the beast. Krasinok sent more than 30 boats to the bottom before father finally took it. 11 men and 4 limbs were lost in the 8-day running battle with the beast. Narrow harpoons bristling from its ivory hide like a hedgehog. A hide that now hangs behind the Baron's rather ample habitus as a fancy dress cape.
What is Harko Village like?
At its heart, a village like any other. At least it was before they came. Grigori Harkonnen was an unusually agreeable village lord, especially for a Harkonnen. But then Karthag was destroyed, and all those great house bastards took up here in Harko.
Which great house bastards?
Glossu the Beast Raban and his snake of a mentat. A name I shall not utter lest his evil gaze turns upon me. Have to hand it to Grigory, though. He played it exactly right and stood aside before the beast could push him from the spire.
Speak critically of the Harkonnen, is that safe?
I speak the truth, that is all. The beast can eat Yazla. Our loyalties were to Count Abelard Raban, not his demon son. The Count used to sail with father on whaling expeditions. It was Abelard who presented us with his beer hall in gratitude for ending Krasinok's reign of terror. But I think father looks at the boon as more of a retirement gift from an old friend for a life of loyal service.
What happened to Count Abelard?
It said Glossus strangled his father to death with his bare hands. I pray it's not true, but it said that's how the beast got his name.
Is it wise to speak this way?
Wise? No. But wisdom is in shorter supply than water on Arrakis. I say what I think, and there's nothing they can do about it. I know where the bodies are buried. I know their big secret. A hidden truth about this town that would bury them all if it ever found the right ears. And they know I have contingencies in place, should anything happen to me or father.
That sounds dire.
It's a stalemate. I mess with them and they can't do anything about it. But they know I'm stuck here. Father is too old to go anywhere else. And I won't leave him. So they've got me where they want me. Until he's gone. But that's another conversation.
What happened to the Fremen?
The same thing that happens to any poor savages that don't submit to the Imperial yoke. My world had its own primitives that suffered the same fate. The ones who adapt survive. The Fremen have no chance against the Sardaukar.
Okay, let's trade. Ooh. Nice. Okay. Talk to anybody else? I'm all up in your space, bro. Where did I come in from? I think it was over there. So who are you?
Yes? What can I do for you?
Don't see many Atreides here in Harko.
You are right. This is a Harkonnen place. If I were still with my unit, I would not survive long here. Now the Harkonnen regard me with hateful indifference. A status I have won by no easy means.
Well, you're not with the Atreides anymore.
That, my friend, is for another time. Try to stay alive until then. If you are able.
Are the Masquerade Fremen?
Yes, no. What that lot believes is as hard to grasp as the water they rob. They claim to be Fremen, but also despise the Fremen. Perhaps you can untangle their minds. But be mindful, their leader Nala may not be Saidina, but it's certain that she is powerful. She has a strong hold on her believers.
Do you know where I can find the Fremen?
There remain some local town Fremen. You could ask one of them. Of course, they will tell you nothing.
Okay, goodbye. These conversations are just lagging real bad for some reason. I want to see what is back here. Anything good? Can I walk into the cone of silence?
A kitten wanders in from the dark, lost and afraid. Can I help you, kitten?
Who are you?
Kitten. If you needed to know that, you'd know. Why don't you come back and talk to me when you have something to talk to me about?
Goodbye. And you.
Look alive, sailor. The storm is almost upon us, and I swore to milady on bent knee that I would return our beloved count in one piece. But red sky in morning, then strike the sails. There's a blow coming, and the beast won't stop its frenzied pace. We've pierced it again and again, but it will not stop. Perhaps the storm will slow it.
Tell me about this place.
Harko village, it's a hellhole, but it's not the village itself that is important. It's what lies below.
What lies below Harko?
What lies below? Only the lost souls of 1,000 drowned sailors.
Goodbye. He seems a bit tipsy. Okay. Moving on. I think we're almost to the smuggler lady there, so... Any of you? Oh, come on.
You are not the lion, but that is his beast.
Bump. I don't know what's going on with the cutscenes and this stuttering stuff.
Let's make this quick. I have a transport due any time now. Demo, Azat, and whoever you are, get out.
And that would do that. Alright. Do a quick bug report, I suppose, on that. Alrighty. Well, I hope we can start this over here. Except for I'm noticing my... What is going on with the stream? Is that what it's stuck on? Is that little... Yeah, I think I gotta stop streaming.